Hi, it's Ines, and today I'm going to be making our family's version of arroz con pollo. When I was little, I grew up with this recipe. My mother would make it with peas and carrots. Well, my family wasn't too fond of all those extra vegetables, so you'll see how I make it with this recipe. And if my dad's watching, sorry, but my family loves it this way now, and so do I. So stay tuned. So with arroz con pollo, one of my favorite things to have with it is crock pot pinto beans. It's one of my favorite things to eat. Only one of my sons eats it with me, so I have a lot of leftovers, which I'll tell you what I do with later. So to prep them, I get the beans out. I put them in the crock pot, just like this. You can probably see them. I've shelled them, and I've just kind of looked for the imperfect ones. Fill it up with water, and I put a couple of palm size of salt. And I know this one, it'll probably need more salt in the end for sure. And then I use some garlic powder. I just sprinkle it all the way on the top. Just sprinkle it on top there. My dad always put garlic powder. He said it helped with digestion, which who doesn't want that? And then we just put it in the crock pot to cook for 6 hours on high, and I just check it because pinto beans will double or even triple in size, so we want to make sure there's always water in there. And then you just put the lid on, let it go, and it's the perfect side to arroz con pollo. So I put about 3 or 4 chicken breasts into my medium saucepan to start boiling through to cook. I also have sprinkled some bouillon seasoning on top to give it a more rich flavor because I'm going to be using that water in this arroz con pollo recipe. So you want to use about a cup full of rice to about a tablespoon of olive oil. Get the oil nice and hot and then add the rice. So I love doing this recipe in my cooker. It's easy for me to see the temperature on the side, which I have about at 350. So we're just going to toast it up, and then I'm going to add in my tomato sauce. So you kind of want it nice and brown. My rice is nice and toasty now, so I'm going to add the tomato sauce. It's kind of my favorite part, how it just sizzles up like this. And because I've boiled the chicken, I have now this stock in which it was about a cup left actually in the pan. So I've added 3 cups of water to it. And I just kind of use a little way to catch any parts, little strainer. But you know what? I've done it without the strainer and it's totally fine. All those fat pieces are actually really good in the rice, and nobody really even notices anyways. After that, I will add some chopped onions because my family and onion pieces, right? They love the dehydrated stuff much better. And so I'm going to bring this up to a little bit of a boil. And then I'm going to add in my chicken. Okay, it's come to a boil, so I'm going to add my chopped chicken. Remember, this was about 3 to 4 chicken breasts. They were kind of smaller, so that's why I did the 4th one. But literally, I've done it with 1 big giant chicken breast. It's totally fine. You can add as much chicken or not. It's up to you. If you don't have any chicken in here, then it's just red rice, and that's a good side as well. I also love adding the organic sweet corn from Trader Joe's. It's one of our favorite corns, and we just love it. So I don't put too much, just about maybe half a cup, but you can alter that depending on your taste as well. Now this will cook through. It'll probably take about 15 minutes, but I don't like to leave it because the water tends to evaporate quickly. So I don't want it to burn. Put a lid on it and kind of watch it while in the kitchen. I got things to do around here, so it makes it perfect. And we'll just kind of keep watching it. If the water starts to evaporate too quickly, I just add a little bit more, and that'll make it, and I'll keep doing that until it's softened. And here it is, all done. My rice is softened up. Like I said, it took about 15 to 20 minutes. I kind of was close by. I added probably a couple more cups of water just to make sure it wasn't going to lose any of its juice inside. Also, it's one of our family favorites. My kids like to eat it with raw organic cooked tortillas from Costco. If you haven't had those, you will love them. Just look in your Costco refrigerated section, they are there. And also I wanted to tell you that my beans that I cooked, I also got them from Costco. They tend to be the most cleanest. So I bought bags at local stores and I've had to rinse them out a lot. So I love Costco for my shopping needs apparently, but it's super yummy. You can adjust your salt however you'd like. This is pretty good for me, so I'll show you how I serve it on my plate. Arroz con pollo with some beans is the perfect dinner. Have a great day, and I'll be rolling out some new recipes soon.